Let's talk about the Black Phone 2.
It was just a dream. About a real place. A youth camp. We have to go there.
Hello, Finney. You killed me. It took me a long time. But you, of all people, know that dead is just a word.
This is a direct sequel of the first one. Like, you need to have seen that first movie because we have the same characters, the ones that survived the first one. I don't want to give too much away. Maybe we'll have to talk about some supernatural elements.
I mean, he died in the first movie.
Spoiler alert!
Like,
He's in the trailer in the second.
Okay, thank you. I'm like, I don't want to, but let's do it. So that was a standalone movie. It had a beginning and an ending, and now they're like, let's cash in. Let's make a second movie. And so they take the grabber and make him essentially Freddy Krueger. And I think in that way they changed the genre a little bit, and they bring back the main two children who are now 17 in this movie, and have them face off against this supernatural entity this time around.
Yes, and they're definitely going for a completely different genre. And Blumhouse has been doing this past year. They did it with Megan 2.0, where it stopped being so much of a horror, started being a lot more of an action thriller.
Yeah.
With this, they're taking away the abduction kind of aspect of it and going full Freddy Krueger, full supernatural, and even throwing in a lot of 80s throwbacks to like the silly horror that I really enjoyed.
Well, not even like a direct Freddy Krueger 2, because whereas in Freddy Krueger, he's actively killing teens, in Black Phone 2, they're working to solve missing children's cases. So they go to this Christian camp, winter camp, by the way. Insane.
Listen, it has to happen for this story. It makes no sense, but it has to happen.
They gotta get him on ice skates. But it's more of solving the mystery of these missing kids, which I kind of liked. I think it's a very interesting premise. There are some things of this movie I actually did really like. The shift from when you can tell they're in a dream, the format shift, where it looks like you're watching a VHS tape. Really clever.
Yes.
I really liked that.
Directed by Scott Derrickson, who did Sinister,
That's the thing,
Doctor
right?
Strange.
That's the
He
thing.
utilizes that 8mm Super 8 type of film so well
And
in
this time more than any other movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is like a plot point. The
yes.
style changes.
Yeah.
And not only that, the main character changes from the first film to this one. Now it's the younger sister.
You have
who's
Gwen who has visions in this movie, and kind of like she feels cursed, right? And so this one does rely a lot more on the family element, which for me maybe was the weaker part of the movie because I wanted to see a little bit more carnage. Is that wrong? I did want to see more of the Freddy Krueger element of the
when
movie.
there was carnage, excellent.
Yeah.
I mean,
Scary.
yucky, gross,
Yucky,
scary.
gross, yeah, exactly.
But
and
like,
really like in your face with it too, especially when it comes because they're trying to find these missing dead kids that were brutalized by the grabber. They're showing kind of what happened to them while he's like kind of watching the person watching.
Yes.
You know, who grabs the grabber? That's the that's the question this
Part
movie
three.
is.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I love the way that this has now become a weird mythological character that just appears and can probably only exist in the 90s once they stop having payphones and there's nothing else to
Yeah,
do.
I do love that there has to be a black phone, and the
my
grabber needs to
my
be there.
Nokia starts ringing.
Some horror movies, they choose to not look at logic and to go for style and like big scares, right?
Yeah.
And I think this toes the line to being maybe way too cheesy and over the top to hitting the nail just right. And I think for me, this is one that if you go in the theaters, you're going to have a fun time this month.
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't like it. I thought this movie was the slowest movie of all time.
Oh, no.
The first half is very slow.
It is so, because it relies a lot on Gwen being asleep, and that she can only do that so many times in the movie.
Right.
And the in between, the daylight hours they are both so slow and they move so fast, because there's one scene where they're like, hey, we're heading to the lake at dawn, and then they spend 5 minutes at the lake and then Gwen's sleeping again, and I'm like, we couldn't have spent more time exploring the day. We couldn't have spent more time between characters communicating what the action. This is one of those movies where if these guys would just talk to each other, I think a lot of stuff would have been taken care of.
Well, who would just talk to each other? there's a guy that's just trying to kill them through a payphone. I mean, there's no talking at that point, right?
Yeah, I think the reason I enjoy this movie so much is because I grew up on Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th sequels. I know how bad horror movies are in that sequel category. And to this felt like in that same genre, in the same vein. And I was like, I'm having so much fun with a movie that takes itself way too seriously. Because this is a campy movie on its face. But it's like, nope, we're deadly serious.
Yeah, it did take itself away too
Until it isn't. Until it really isn't. And you see Ethan Hawke figure skating across the frozen lake and wackiness inside of a payphone where they have a horrifying, twisted version of what Wonder Woman looks like when she does a full spin. Overall, I understand the reason that this is a skip it for you. For me, it's a see it only because I, for some reason, have a real big limit of like, there's great horror movies and it's dark and I can see the dark and it's lit really well. Like it knocked the points that I wanted. Be Freddy Krueger, have weird things happen in dreams.
I liked it more than the first movie. The first movie I felt like was kind of standard. Like a little bit of supernatural, a little out of realism. This one I'm like, almost full supernatural and like dive in. Have some fun with it.
Now, do you think they're going to be doing a third?
Absolutely they are.
Ring, ring,
and it's going to be even worse. It's like there's going to be diminishing returns, but I'm okay with it.
They barely set up Ethan Hawke's whole like plot arc in this movie.
That's the thing. I don't think we got a history of the grabber. I think that's what we'll see in another sequel.
Oh, great, a prequel.
Yep.
Awesome.
So sorry.
So cool.
The Reacher,
you know what? Honestly,
and then he will grab at the end of the movie.
Honestly, another hot take. I don't think I like that Mason kid.
No, Mason's
interesting.
I don't think I like him.
Wait, even his hiccup?
Oh, well, we're going to be talking more about him next week in Regretting You because he's in that as well.
Is he?
Yep, he's lead in both. And, you know, he did that role when he was 12 years old.
Yeah.
Like when he first did it. And he really did show some great acting chops, especially leading it. That was the one thing everyone was talking about. But he might be starting to get a little oversaturated. We'll see what happens this year.
Right.
For both of us, it's a see it. For Rebecca, it's a skip it.
I know I have really high horror movie standards, and so do not take my.
No, it's all good. It's good to have the balance.
Listen to me, yeah.
No worries. Well,